position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. Ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to Davis. There he goes. He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's Hardy. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Got a man, it's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled, because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Wants to throw it. Now sliding to his left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good. So an 82-yard drive there, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Bussey. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got his man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And the timing just a hair off.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Pulls it in. It's Odom. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Unleashes one. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. You got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw it in completion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Hardy. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a that tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fakes to grab. Oh, he got loose. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back.
He's loose. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Rush is on him. That's caught. It's Hardy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabbed on the outside, it's Smith. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell, sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. To the air, it's Barnett. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Bussey. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and delete the clock.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air, it's Barnett. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub. And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The give to Davis. Runs through the tackle. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're